try not to judge, I feel better, and I just wear this love like a sweater, and I don't drink the tea, I don't like it. You're up to the bass drums, you're up to the bass drums. I just wanna live my life, so let me be me. Open and close your eyes, and you'll find beauty.
What's going on, guys? No surprise, I'm back here in Japan, and it's only been 1 or 2 hours since I landed here in Kobe, and I think I already took my favorite photo of the day. So it was my first time taking a domestic flight from Tokyo to Kobe. I saw these peak of mountains with snow on the top, and I don't really do hiking that much, so being a New Yorker who doesn't go out, seeing that type of view is something majestic. And normally I wouldn't be able to get this that type of shot with a wide angle lens, or even this 24-70 GM that I'm shooting on with right now. So I grabbed this new lens that I picked up, the Sony 70-200 GM2 f2.8. And I've always wanted to have a lens in that focal range. When I first decided between the 24-70 GM2 or the 70-200 GM2, I wanted to find a lens that was more versatile for shoot photography, and I'm going to explain why. Before we continue on with the video, I just want to show you guys this really awesome Zen garden that is right next to our hotel. Never been into one of these, so might be cool. So the reason why I had a difficult time trying to choose between the 24-70 and the 70-200 is because I always wanted something practical for shoot photography, and the 24-70 fits the bill on all of that. But I've always tended to lean towards 70-200 because I like compression, and I always feel like I'm never close enough. And yes, I know that I should probably try to get closer to my subjects by walking, but that's just, I just feel like I never get the chance to be close enough to subjects. Now both the 24-70 and the 70-200 GM2 are both fantastic lens and focal length. But when I first tried to get a lens for street photography, I wanted to get one that was the most versatile, and that was the 24-70. Alright, to test out my new 70-200 lens, I'm going to Kobe Animal Kingdom just to take some pictures of animals. But honestly, I might not even need the lens because a lot of the animals are roaming free, as what I've seen in images. And also, I'm hoping to meet a capybara. That's what I've been waiting for this whole trip.
So sweet. I try not to judge, I feel better, and I just wear this love like a sweater, and I don't drink the tea, I don't like it. You're up to the bass drums, you're up to the bass drums, wrap your arms around me.
So we just got to Kobe Animal Kingdom and we just met some capybaras. I'm a little bit disappointed because I did not get to use my 70-200mm lens, and that's because at this zoo you can get really close up and personal to see the animals. And you would think that in a normal zoo you would be quite far, but no, this zoo lets you actually pet them and get quite close, which is amazing.
Everything that you want.
My first impression of the 70-200 is that it's both incredibly smooth and sharp. When taking a photo of these birds, all of my photos were almost all in focus, down to the eye.
So we just got back to our resort and it was a really crazy day. get to meet all these animals, and I got to even use the 70-200. And I wouldn't call myself a professional photographer, but I can see the quality. But does it mean that I'm a good photographer? And would it improve my photography? As a street photographer, I think you can improve your photography through a lot of ways, not just getting the best gear. And I have a whole list of reasons why I got the expensive 70-200 GM2, and there's a lot of different alternatives that you can buy, and I'm sure that it would also prove just the same. My main reason was that I wanted to use a teleconverter with it eventually, but I'm sure there are like other great options like the Tamron, or even getting the 70-200 f4 lens instead. After saving up, I don't think I regret the purchase at all. Reviewing the images, I think a lot of those shots are just amazing that I would never get with my 24-70. So great purchase, but as someone who is not a professional, is it worth it? And I think that's something for you to decide. Good morning. So right now it is my second day here in Kobe. The weather here is pretty cloudy, so it's going to be a lot of overcast, not too much contrast and shadows when taking street photography pictures. I don't think that's bad. I think it's something to I can work with. I was hoping that it'd be a little sunnier today because we are going to the herb garden, and so hopefully it is going to clear up by later in the afternoon.
We continue on with our hike upwards to the herb garden, and if you haven't noticed yet, we climbed up some hills, and by some hills, I mean a lot of hills, and then more hills. And mind you, this is all before going on the gondola that would take us up, you guessed it, a very big hill.
Currently heading to the herb garden, but while that, we saw a lot of cherry blossoms in peak bloom. And honestly, we didn't think that we were going to get to Japan during peak bloom because it was predicted to have early bloom this year. So when finding out that the bloom was delayed and we got here in peak bloom, we're really excited to see cherry blossoms, and today is the day. So it's a brand new day and I am in Osaka. I didn't get to do too much filming at the herb garden because of a few things.
interesting. The herb garden is nice, but there wasn't actually that many spots for photos. But when we did encounter a nice spot, it wasn't just nice, it was spectacular, like when we saw that gigantic sakura. Secondly, trying to get back down to the gondola, back to the city, was a far hike from the conservatory. I did have my 70-200 lens on, and it's kind of difficult filming while hiking down a hill, which is a downside of using a telephoto lens. Nonetheless, our journey at the herb garden was beautiful. Now, while the 70-200 is great for faraway subjects like this shot, it's not usually great when trying to capture the whole scene, like when filming a city or when you're trying to film yourself. So, that being said, it doesn't look like we'll be bringing the 70-200 today while exploring Osaka, another downside to a telephoto lens. Enough about gear. We start our day by going to this legendary restaurant known for their ginormous Unagidon. If you don't know what Unagidon is, it's essentially a grilled eel on top of a bowl of rice, and boy, this was huge. Now, the restaurant is small, so I definitely would not have been able to use my 70-200 here. The food was delicious, and I don't know how we did it, but we were able to finish the Unagidon. After lunch, we decided to explore the Umeda area, which has many interesting streets and buildings, like malls and the famous Umeda Sky.
Since the age of 3, I kinda liked it cause they couldn't keep their hands off me. Now when they see me on the street, they holler, what's up, pop? I got a black t-shirt and a Breitling watch. I did a few drugs that is unlike me. I can't remember now, but it was more than 3. Wanted to drive away, but then I could not see.
Just came to this mall called Hep 5, and you have this really cool passageway at the back. And it's like a cool corridor with a lot of beam rods that go in a circle. And then made for a really cool shot. Above is actually a Ferris wheel. It's quite cool.
Now, while this isn't on the topic of camera gear, I won't try to gatekeep this chill spot. On the 9th floor of the Hep 5 Mall, you will be surrounded by photo booths, but there is one that is not like the rest. This unassuming booth will have no camera to take your cute photos in, but rather a keypad. If you enter the correct code, a door will open and you'll be sent to this awesome secret speakeasy. The bar only serves non-alcoholic cocktails, so if you're looking for special juice, you'll have to go somewhere else. The place was peaceful and we had a nice chat with the bartender, and after being rested, we continued on to our next destination. From the Hep 5 Mall, we trekked to Umeda Sky, an observatory known for its 360 panoramic view and iconic donut-shaped observation deck connected by 2 separate buildings. When going up to the observation deck, you'll be taking this awesome escalator ride up, which we love for photos.
We just finished going up to Umeda Sky. We didn't go up to the observatory. This was a bit too windy for us today, but we did have a lot of fun going up the escalator to the lobby, and there's actually a lot of great pictures.
We reached the end of this vlog, and here are some of my thoughts on the 70-200. I love this lens. It's optically beautiful, but it wasn't as useful as I thought it would have been. As a hybrid shooter, as a vlogger with a 1-camera setup, it's inconvenient to switch lenses. And I didn't get to use it as much as I thought I would have on this trip. I don't know if I'm trying to justify a buyer's remorse, but despite all this, I still don't regret purchasing the 70-200. Having a telephoto zoom lens in my arsenal isn't bad. It just means that I have to be more meticulous of choosing a lens based on the environment I am in, or if I'm trying to achieve a certain shot. If you're considering but unsure of buying a telephoto lens, or a wide or standard zoom lens, I say stick with buying either the standard zoom, like the 24-70, or a wide angle lens, like the 16-35 first, before investing in a telephoto lens. You can always crop in after the fact for a photo, but it's a lot more difficult to move back to get more in frame. There is a learning curve when using the 70-200, and it actually changed my perspective on how I should compose my shots. I'll be going back to the basics and trying to learn the best way how to use this lens, but for now, stay creative, and I'll see you guys in the next vlog.